Hello, welcome back to 14 Minesweeper Variants. I forgot my mic was off for a second there. Alright, let us do some minesweeping. We're gonna continue with ultimate mode here, where you have to make every possible deduction until you can make progress. In ultimate mode you have to make all possible deductions before any further information is given. So yeah, we did that with vanilla. So now we're moving to horizontal. The rule set for horizontal is that any mine must have a horizontally adjacent mine next to it. So for example, these mines here fail because there's nothing beside them. So yeah, it's a very simple rule set, but we can do some pretty interesting deductions with them. For example, here we can talk about, is cyan? Cyan's a nice color. We can think about how horizontal might work. So for example, if you had a mine here, how would you make further deductions based on this mine alone? Well, because all mines must have a horizontally adjacent mine, this mine must have a partner next to it, which means that this must be a mine. We can use that to sort of work with these ones here by looking at the squares that are sort of having a lot of neighbors that are also covered by the ones. If any of them were mines, for example, if this was a mine, then by the rule set it must extend out, but then that would cause the one to be broken. Alternatively, you can think of it sort of as like, suppose there were a mine here. Because of the one, these are all empty, and now this mine does not have a horizontally adjacent mine and therefore fails the rule set. Yeah, so you can think of it in one of two ways, but in both cases, this cell, and this cell all can be mines. This one's a little bit special, but this one we can say that because this is a mine, you can use the 1 to say that none of those are mines, therefore isolating this cell, which now fails. So none of these can be mines. 3 and 1, well, this one and this one might be useful. This one is again similar to this one, where this can't be a mine. There are 2 mines in here as a result of the 1-3 interacting. This actually can't be a mine. You can see here it is actually surrounded by 2 non-mines here. So actually by the rule alone, this just can't be a mine. Okay. Now we can sort of look at this cell over here. Because we know that there are 2 mines in these 2 rows, we can say that, well, if this were not a mine, what would happen? Then, because there are 2 mines here, you'd force a mine here and a mine there, which would isolate this mine now. And that fails. So this must be a mine. And, well, I'm not sure what to do next. Yeah, what can we do next? After this, we know there's 1 mine here. There's 1 mine here, there's exactly 1 mine there. That works out for the 3. The ones you have a mine here or a mine there, right? If there were a mine here, that would just resolve itself. If there were a mine here, you could extend it outwards. Doesn't prove anything about where the mine would be in these 2 cells. If there were a mine here, it could just extend outwards. Same for this and this, it could just extend outward like that. What about this? If this happened, I suppose that would happen. Then this would sort of be forced. But again, this doesn't fail. And if this happened, then I guess that doesn't fail either. There's no commonality though. Yeah, I'm already having trouble. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm really dumb. It's just, there is exactly 1 mine in these 2 cells, therefore there's nothing here. Alright. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. Now this can't be empty. If it were empty, you'd have isolated this mine. So it's the same as the step we did for here. So that's a mine. For this one, again, yeah, this is actually slightly different, wherein you can sort of think about these as forced to be pairs. So these are either both non-mines or both mines. If you had a mine in here and only 1 mine, it would always be isolated no matter where that mine was. And so you think about it, this over here has to have at least 1 mine in it. because of the 2, and therefore because it has to have at least one mine in it, it must just have 2 mines in it. So that happens. That must extend out. These are both non-mines. These are non-mines by horizontal. That's not a mine by the 2 clue. That's not a mine. And there are 4 mines remaining, so they're all just mines. There you go. Oh, also, I forgot. Music credit. It's not actually by... Gotta credit my music properly. Anyway. Alright, let's keep going. So 1 again is trivial. 1 mine in here. This is not a mine by horizontal. 1 is trivial. Well, not trivial, but we've done 1 before. One of these are mines. And so now I guess we can now start talking about effective 1 regions. This is an effective 1 region because this 2, it sees 1 here and therefore must have 1 more mine here. So it doesn't explicitly state that there's 1 mine here, but it can sort of imply that there's 1 mine here. And effective 1 regions are identical to regular 1 regions. So again, by that exact logic we did before, this can't be a mine. 2 mines remaining. Oh, we know there's a mine here because there's only 1 mine there. So that's a mine which must extend outwards. 0, 4. None of these are mines. These are all mines as a result. This must extend outwards, and therefore that's empty. This must go here, which must extend outwards. 2 means there's not a mine. 1 means there's 1 mine here, therefore 3 requires 1 mine here to be completed. Now this can't be a mine because if it were, it would just be isolated. Therefore that's a mine and that isn't. 0 mines remaining means none of those are mines. There you go. So yeah, you get really... well, one of the implications is that mines must always form horizontal groups. But they can be groups of 3, which prevents any parity-based arguments. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Anyway, 1 here means that's not a mine. By regular horizontal, this isn't a mine. Normally you can't do that deduction with the 1, but because of regular horizontal, that's not a mine. That's not a mine as a result as well. 1, 1 is a regular Minesweeper pattern. Those are both mines by regular Minesweeper, which must extend out this way. That's empty. There's 1 mine here, which we already did before. There are a mine here that will be isolated, so mine goes there. 2 is complete. That's not a mine by regular Minesweeper. Sorry, by horizontal. That's empty. 3 means these are both mines. 5 is now complete. That's not a mine by horizontal. 3 means one of these are mines, but we know this can't be a mine by virtue of effective 1 region, which must extend out. 2 mines remaining means these are both mines. There you go. Alright, so let's go with H6 by 6. I feel like the bigger puzzles have a lot more fun things to do. Horizontal means those are both non-mines. 1's are trivial. Again, trivial. 3 is completable. That must extend out. That's not a mine. 1 is trivial. There's 1 mine in here, so that's not a mine. 2 and 3 means exactly 1 mine here. But I guess this can't be empty. Because if it were empty, you'd force a mine there to finish the 2, which would isolate it. So this must be a mine. Yeah. I don't know what additional deductions we can make. This can't be a mine. This is really interesting. If this were a mine, then these are both empty. Therefore, this has to be empty by... no, that works. Sorry. If this were a mine, then this has to do that. No, this works. If this were a mine, then these are both empty, forcing that to be empty, forcing that to be a mine, which also works. If this is a mine, then this has to be a mine, but that also works, I think. Oh, it doesn't. See, now yeah, if this was a mine, we have to extend out by horizontal. Because we know there's 1 mine in here, these are both non-mines. But now this mine requires a partner which would break this 3 and the 2 clue. So this isn't a mine, therefore that is a mine which must extend. This 1 means that's not a mine, therefore that's not a mine by horizontal. This is a mine to complete the 2. There you go. These are both mines. There's 1 mine here, but we already knew that would complete the 3, so that's empty. 4 means these are all mines, therefore that's empty by horizontal. 1 mine remaining. Oh, not 1 mine remaining, but yeah, this mine must extend out, so that's a mine. 0 mines remaining means these are all empty. There you go. Sweet. Yeah, horizontal is fine. Horizontal is very similar to just vanilla with very normal sort of... this 4-4 looks a little weird. I guess these are both empty by regular horizontal. 4 means these are all mines, which means these are not. 3 and 4 means there's exactly one mine here. However, we can use something similar to the 2 that we looked at previously. If this was empty, you'd force a mine there to complete the 3, which fails. Same here, that fails. So these are both mines. One empty cell. Well, now we can think about the 3 having one of these be empty, right? And whichever was empty, we don't know which, but let's just assume without loss of generality that this is empty. This will have to extend outwards, and that will complete the 4. Symmetrically speaking, if this was empty, that will have to extend outwards, completing the 4. And either way, you always have either this mine completing the 4 or this mine completing the 4. Therefore, this is not a mine. Ta-da! Alright, cool. 2 is complete. 1 means that's not a mine. One of these are mines, which means from these are mines. By regular horizontal, that's not a mine. 2 means that's empty. That means that's a mine, therefore that's not. This must extend out, therefore that's a mine, that's not. 2 means that... Well, this can't be a mine now because you sort of have an effective 1 region here. So now this can't be a mine. Therefore that's a mine which has to extend out. 4 out of 9 remaining, wow. Okay, well, I mean, we have exactly 2 mines in here. Does that help? You know, I think that sort of does. If this was a mine, something very interesting happens. If this was a mine, then how many mines would we have remaining? 1, right? And if we had 1 mine remaining, including this 2 and this extra mine over here, then where could you put it? You can't put it in this row or this row, because wherever you put it, it will be isolated. So you either have this, or you'd have this, or you'd have something, you know, somewhat similar. And so what that means is that there really just can't be a mine in this cell. Nice. Very interesting rule set. Anyway, those are both non-mines now. This 2 means that's empty. Therefore, that's empty by horizontal. Therefore, just both mines. Therefore, that's empty and it's empty. There you go. Ta-da! Cool. Alright, so we've unlocked C. We'll do that next time. Okay, 2. This is empty by regular horizontal. These are both empty by regular Minesweeper. By Minesweeper, by horizontal. Effective 1 region. It's not effective, it's an actual 1 region here. These are both mines by Minesweeper. Trivially, these are both non-mines. It's not trivial again, but you know. That's a mine trivially. That's actually a trivial mine there. Effective 1 region means that's not a mine. Exactly 1 mine here means that's not a mine. I'm gonna change my color back to this. 1 region says that that's not a mine. Therefore, that's a mine which must extend. Effective 1 region means that's not a mine. Sorry, 1 non-mine remaining. Oh, that's this one. It's by regular horizontal. 3 means these are all mines, which means that's empty. That's mine, which must extend. This must extend. This must be non-mine, which means that's not a mine. That's not a mine by horizontal. 0 mines remaining means those are both non-mines. There you go. Ta-da! Alright, so you can actually speed through this really, really fast. Also, this almost looks like a group puzzle, by the way. With 2 extra mines here. Okay, let's continue. 5 and 3. Well, this is not a mine by horizontal. 1 is basically trivial. It's practically trivial. 2 means this can't be empty because that will be forced to be an isolated mine. So that's a mine. That's empty. Is it a 3 and a 5 all of a sudden? Wow, how is it? Oh no, it's this. Okay. 5. Let's say if this is empty, then this could be still empty because you could have mines here, 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 and here. But if this was empty, then you can't have something like this being empty because you force a mine there. Huh. I'm not entirely sure. It might be this 5 though. Like if this is empty, then this can't. Then you know none of these can be empty. Yeah. But we can't really do that. If this is empty, then this sort of forms your pattern here. They must have both mines because you can't have 5 mines in here, so this can't really have 0 mines in it. Not sure. Oh, sorry. There's just a mine here, just cause. Yeah. So there's an effective 1 region here. That makes it a lot easier. So that's not a mine. Therefore, that's not a mine by horizontal. This 2 means those are non-mines. 2 means these are both mines. This 3 means one these are mines. Therefore for the 4 these are both mines. For this 5, well, for this 5, even if these were all mines, you still have to have at least one mine here, which would complete the 3. So you sort of have this type of thing going on. Therefore that's empty. Is there some horizontal thing here? Yes, this must be a mine, therefore that's empty by horizontal. 4, 4. And 5 here, which is really arbitrary, but okay. Okay, I can deduce something. If this is a mine, then it must extend out, completing the 4. These are both empty, therefore to complete this 4, you'd have to have a mine here, here, and here. However, that would isolate this. So that fails, meaning you can't have a mine there. Now there is exactly one mine here and therefore 2 mines here. What can we do with that? I mean, this can't be empty now, because if it were, you force a mine there to complete the 4, which fails. So that's a mine. This 2 means that's empty, therefore that's a mine for the 4. This must extend out, this must extend out, therefore that happens, therefore that's not a mine by horizontal, that's not a mine by the regular Minesweeper. 5 with 5 remaining, wow, really? Okay, well we know there's one mine in here. How does that work? Well, if you think about it, how many mines can be in this region? The answer is 1, because whichever is a mine here would have to have a partner next to it, and that would be the partner to finish his 5 off. So because there's only one mine here, you can only afford to have one mine in these 3 cells. And therefore, the remaining cells must all be mines to make sure you have a total of 5. There you go. Therefore that's empty by horizontal. 2 means are both empty, therefore those are both mines. Wow, okay. Well, we're already getting to like pretty challenging stuff. Especially this final section over here. Anyway. 1, 4, or 1 means that's not a mine, that's not a mine, that's not a mine. That's a mine which must extend. 2, 3 means these are both mines, which means that's not a mine. There's exactly one mine here for the 4, meaning that's an effective 1 region right there, meaning that's not a mine. 2 with the 1 here means this is an effective 1 region almost. In fact, it's not really an effective mine region. It's an effective maximum 1 mine region. And sort of, if you can think about it, it's because this either has 0 or 1 mine in it, depending on whether this is a mine or not. So if it was 0, then this is clearly not a mine by regular Minesweeper. But if it were a 1, then by effective 1 regions, this can't be a mine either because it will be isolated. So in all cases, this is empty. And this is sort of a thing that would show up. Anyway, speaking of that thing, I do have to update the guide a little bit on extra tricks with horizontal, because I just realized I did miss out the kind of parity-ish thing. That one where you have this sort of like thing over here where it's either all mines or all non-mines. Yeah, this sort of thing here. They can't only be one mine here, so that either both mines are both non-mines. But if they're both non-mines, then this 2 will be broken, which kind of fails. That's a trick that I do see sometime. I just forgot to put that in the guide. Anyway, we still have a lot more to go actually. There's one mine here. Oh no, we can do that. How can we do so much more though? Like, we can do like so much more actually with just these clues. Oh, I'm sorry, there's one mine here, which means these are all just non-mines. Why did I think that was a effective 1 region? I don't know why I thought that. Anyway, this must be a mine by horizontal. These are all mines by the 5. This 2 means that's not a mine. This means that's not a mine, therefore that's not a mine, therefore these are both mines. This 3 means there are 1 mine here, so this is an effective 1 region, meaning that's not a mine. So one of these are mines. Okay. Oh, this is this mine which needs a partner out here. 2, 3. There's one mine in here. So this 2, 3 almost forms a sort of 1, 2 pattern, which means that this isn't a mine, this is. And also there's one mine here. But that one mine can't be in this cell because it'll be isolated, so the mine must be there. 1 means that this will isolate it, this will isolate it. This is almost your effective 1 region, so these are both non-mines. Therefore that's a mine which must extend, therefore that's a mine which must extend. 5 means that's a mine. 1 mine remaining can't be here. Can't be here, or in fact here, or in fact there, because all those would need a partner which would force you to use 2 mines. 2 means there's exactly 1 mine in here, which means that none of these are mines. Therefore... What? Oh, that's not a mine either. 7 means that this just is a mine by Minesweeper, so that's empty. There you go. We got a lot of markings on this board. Very cool. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, trivial. 2, 5, that's just non-mine. 2, 5 means that must be mine, which must extend, so that happens. There you go. 1, 2 pattern. Not really. No, because there could be a mine there. 3, 4. Yeah, 3, 4 we've seen before as a pattern, like down here. So these are both mines as a result of that pattern. Yeah, one of these are mines, which will force one of these to be mines. So that's not a mine. What can we do next? Yeah, I think it has to do with the 5. It's like if this is empty, you'd have isolations or something, right? Or am I dumb? I mean, there's one here, so there's exactly one here as well. If this is empty, you have a mine here, here, and here, a mine here, a mine here, which works. You'd have to have partners there. I guess wherever this one is would just work out. Oh, it might be this 1, 2 thing, because there's at least one mine here. So this can't be empty because you'd force this to be a mine, which now fails. So this has to be a mine. Wow, that is just the most random thing ever, but okay. That's exactly one mine here, so these are both mines. This 4 is complete. That must be a mine to complete that. 1, 3. Well, 1, 3 means that this and this must differ by 2, where this is the greater value, so that's just 2 and that's 0. That's a mine, therefore it's empty, therefore it's a mine, therefore that's a mine. This now can't be a mine by 1 region, so that happens. These are both mines by 4. That's empty, therefore that's empty, therefore that's a mine. Mine count is 3 remaining, so there's exactly 2 mines here. We can utilize the fact that there's 1 mine remaining in all of these to say that none of those can be mines, because those would require partners that would push you above 3. I think it's not really the same for these because they could have partners that are just part of this itself. Well, we do still have a lot to go though. A lot more than usual. Okay, if this is mine, then this is mine. If either of these were mine, then either of these have to be mine to follow it. Very fascinating that there are more deductions I can make here. Like, what deductions could I make? Well, if there were a mine here, then automatically this can't be a mine, because if it were, this has exactly 1 mine here, so this would be empty, this would be empty, that will isolate it. So, if so, then this is automatically not a mine. Whichever is a mine here would force a mine there. If the other cell was also a mine, that will automatically be isolated. So there's exactly 1 mine here, which means this is always a mine. Which means that's always a mine. Which means that this is now a mine, which means that's not a mine. Okay, so we've come to the sort of almost circular argument where if one of these were a mine, then that leads to the fact that this is never a mine. Which then also means that this will never be a mine no matter what. There you go. That's also empty by virtue of Minesweeper. By horizontal, I mean. So what can we do after this? There's 2 mines in here. So what? If this was empty... that fails because now both of these require partners and you'd have 4 mines used up in total. Therefore, that's not non-mine. That is a mine. That's a mine, which means that these are both empty by mine count. There you go. Wow. That is some really, really tough logic, especially in ultimate mode. Wow. I mean, yeah, it is only made possible because of ultimate mode, I'm pretty sure. Actually, that's not true. I think you did have to make that deduction even in regular mode, actually, because you don't get any non-mines until then, right? I don't know. No, you do get this cell, I think. Anyway, let's try H8. Minesweeper trivia horizontal. 2-5, no, that's just non-mine. 2-1, yeah, now we know that this must be a mine because of that 2-1 pattern that we saw before. These are oh, misclick, my bad. These are all non-mines. Therefore what? Therefore either this is both mines or these are both mines. How can I make a mine deduction here? I mean, by meta logic, I can say it's not anywhere here because those will require a second mine after that. Same for this, it's not anywhere here because those will require a pair of mines to be placed down. It's not here because I require this. So where is it? It must be the 2 and the 5, I think. Or maybe it's this mine that does something. It's like, if you think about it, if this is empty, okay, that's the thing. If this is empty, because there's only 2 mines here at maximum, then you must just utilize the 2 mines here. With the 3 mines over here to get 5 in the first place, that would isolate this. So that's a mine there. Wow, that is kind of tough. Okay, we know that either 2 mines are here or 2 mines are here. Either way, that will complete this one, so none of those are mines. This is a mine by by horizontal. There's at most 2 mines here, so these are both mines, meaning that are exactly 2 mines here, so no mines over there. This is a mine by horizontal, so is this. This one is 1 region, so that's not a mine. 1 is complete. 3, 1. So 1-2 pattern, so that's a mine and that's not. Those are non-mines by horizontal. This can't be empty because if it were empty, this would be an isolated mine. So you have that. This is a 1 region, so that's an effective 1 region, which means that's not a mine. 1 empty cell remaining. I suppose if this were a mine, then these would both be empty, meaning that would be a mine. But how would that wouldn't change anything. Like, my guess is if this were a mine, then these are all empty. This has to be a mine for this. This has to be empty for this 3, which means that would be a mine. Okay, and that breaks 2 because of this mine over here. So mine can't go there. There you go. That is, well, that is to be expected from ultimate mode because ultimate mode requires you to make all possible deductions, and that was a deduction you could have made. That's a mine. 1 0. That's a 1 region, so that's not a mine. That's not a mine by horizontal. 2 2 means these are not mines. Therefore these are both mines. Therefore that's a mine. Therefore that's a mine. 1 here means that's not a mine. Means that's not a mine. 2 means these are both mines. Means that's not a mine. Means that's not a mine. These are both mines. Therefore these are both mines, which means those are both mines. Those are empty. Therefore that's empty. 4 mines remaining, with 1 here, and I guess 1 here means that these are both mines. Therefore that's empty. Therefore that's a mine. 4 means that's a mine, therefore that's empty. Ta-da! Wow. Okay, yeah, so besides a very small hitch in the middle of the puzzle, I think that was cool. That was fine. Yeah, let's keep going, I guess. We have time. That's not a mine. 0 just means those are non-mines. Okay. Those are all non-mines. 1 here means that can't be a mine, so these are all mines. 1 mine remaining, which has to be this one for the extension. These are all non-mines. There's a 1 region, so that's not a mine. Therefore, that's not a mine. Therefore, that's a mine which must extend. 1 4 means that this has to happen. That has to extend. 1 here means there's at most 1 there, and therefore it has to be exactly 1 because of the 4. Something known as min-maxing. 1 is complete. 4. Well, if this is empty, then you'd have to have a mine which is isolated, so that's a mine. If this is a mine, then this happens. Well, yeah, okay, I guess if this happens, something very interesting then happens as a result. Because all of these require partners, you'd actually overload the 2 just because you're trying to fill partners for this set over here. So, so then this must be a mine then, which means that's not. 1 empty cell remaining. I guess whatever this is requires a partner here. Which now means that this can't be a mine, because if it were, it would need another partner on its own, which gives you 3 mines around this 2. So that's not a mine. 4 means these are non mines, that's not a mine. 3. I'm not sure. We can do a lot of extra things here already though. I mean, this thing over here must have at least 1 mine, right? Because even if you place mines here and here, you must have something here. And if there 1 mine here, by that parity thing, there must just be 2 mines. So those are both mines. There's only 1 mine here. Therefore, there's 1 mine there. And now we can say that this can't be a mine as a result, because it will be isolated. Therefore, that's a mine which must grow, which means that's empty, which means that's empty, which means that's a mine. Nice, that's empty. 3 here. If this is empty, then that happens, which is fine. Same here. This is not a mine by regular horizontal. 2 means these are not mines. 2 5 means it's the classic Minesweeper pattern. This must extend out, so that's empty, so that's a mine. 5 mines remaining, so they're all just mines. Yay! Ta-da! Okay, well, I know I breeze through this quite often. I breeze through this quite a lot. But I think horizontal is fine. It's not like too challenging of a variant. There's nothing much to really go on about horizontal. So I don't want this video to get too boring. So yeah, with that, I think I'm gonna end the video here. Until then, hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!